Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Smoky Mountain Reeds, and this is my top 5 Teamfortress 2 MVM loadouts. Number 5. Alright, let's start off strong with my number 5 pick, which is the Heavy Weapons guy, with the Brass Beast, Sandwich, and Gloves of Running Urgently. Now the reason that I use this loadout is because it does what the Heavy was meant to do, damage, and a lot of it. With the Brass Beast's extra damage, you're able to get those giants down in no time flat. Then, when your health runs low because your medic died because he thinks it's a great idea to go battle medic and not heal anyone, you can munch down on a moist and delicious sandwich. And lastly, the Gloves of Running Urgently. Face it, if you pull out your melee in MVM, you're out of ammo, more than likely low on health, and you need to get out of there quick. And that's where the Gloves of Running Urgently come in. Yes, you're marked for death, but when you're at 12 HP, a scout can spit on you and you're dead. At least this way, you have a chance to get away. Number 4. And my number 4 spot goes to Sniper. Hey. Let me tell you why before you start booing, okay? I have Sniper at number 4 because he's quite good in Nightmare mode. Yeah, you know that one that you've played like 100 times and you've beaten like once? Yeah, that. The Sniper with the Huntsman, the Girardi, and the Savanza. The Sahava... that thing. I don't think anybody actually knows how to pronounce it. Alright, let's start off with the Huntsman. Fun fact about this weapon. There's an upgrade in shop for a bleed effect. So if you stack that with the projectile penetration upgrade and the humongous hitbox of the Huntsman, you can bring down giant heavies and kill the medics at the same time. Not to mention, if you cover them in Girardi, they will take mini crit bleed damage, which is super nice. And like I said before, if you pull out your melee in MVM, you're low on health, out of ammo, and it's a last ditch effort to survive. So, with the stats of that, your low health can be to your advantage, because when you're below 50% health, you also get a 50% bonus on your melee, which might just keep you alive. Number 3. And my number 3 spot goes to the one and only money-snatching, Sonic lookalike boy from Boston, the Scout himself. With the Mad Milk and Fan of War, he's the best support class in MVM, challenged only by the medic. Now your job as Scout is to collect money, mark giants for death, and cover everything in your non-milk substance. Alright, let's get into the weapons. Stock scattergun. Just get the money. Don't worry about shooting anything, it's useless. The only thing you need to worry about is getting money, because not only will it heal you, it also helps the team. The only reason you should be using your scattergun is you're the only person alive and you need to get to safety. Next up is the Mad Milk, and it will give an effect of health on hit to any bot covered in it, and which can be extremely useful when going up against giants. Lastly, the Fan of War. After you throw milk, run in and smack everything you can see with this fan. It will mark them for death, which means they'll be taking mini crits to bring them down faster. Number 2. Coming in at number 2 is the Drunken Explosives Expert, the Demo Man. With the Iron Bomber, stock stickies, and my Killstreak Hamshank, yes, I have a Killstreak Hamshank, don't judge me. There's not much the Demo can't do. He has everything from long range to short range covered. Let's start with the Iron Bomber.
But it doesn't do any more damage than regular pills. Why should I use it?
A fair concern, but the reason to switch is because it turns your pill launcher into an automatic sticky launcher. Think about it this way. With a 30% fuse time, it'll go off a whole lot sooner than a regular pill will. Not to mention, with a direct hit, it still does 100 damage. So with your entire clip, that's 400 damage. That's enough to bring down a heavy and then some. Not to mention, they don't bounce all over the place like pills do. So where you shoot it is where it's going to explode most likely. Though you do have to keep in mind, it has a minus 15% blast radius. So make sure you're aiming your shots right. Next is the sticky launcher. Spam. Just spam. Unless there's a tank, just spam. Lay down stickies at the beginning of the round where they're gonna spawn, and spam. And lastly, his melee. A lot of people like to use the Eyelander or one of the skins of it, but Personally, I like to use the Hamshank just because it does the same amount of damage as stock, but it's so much more satisfying when you get a kill with it. I mean, come on. When you kill a 6-foot tall robot with a piece of ham, there's just something about that that's just super satisfying. Number 1. And finally, my number 1 spot for my top MVM loadouts goes to Spy. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Soldier. No one loves you, Spy. With the airstrike, conch, and escape plan, with this loadout, if you can aim while you're in midair, you are God. Getting a rocket for every kill you get, up to 8 rockets with no upgrades, you can vomit out a full clip of rockets before the bots even know what's going on. And with the conch's health regen, healing you like a little tiny medic, you can keep rocket jumping and keep vomiting out more rockets. Not to mention the rage meter, which helps a whole lot, because when it's full, you can give everyone around you a health on hit bonus. And finally, the escape plan, aka my stock, because the stock shovel is a joke. If you're low on health and you need to get to that health pack around the corner, just pull it out when you're on low enough health, and you run at almost scout speed. So you can get to the health and get back in the fight. Well, that's my list, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps out a whole lot. And if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when new videos come out. And with nothing else to say, I'll see y'all in the next one.